Hot dogs? That's American baseball. But can we make them better? Today we're going to find out. Hot dogs are baseball. Pretzels are baseball. These are not controversial statements, these are facts. So this week, I did one of my favorite DC pastimes and went to a Nationals game, and I had the privilege of bringing along my friend Sebastian, a German who has never fully experienced the quintessential American sports culture of what snacks you eat at a baseball game. So stick with me here. Okay, so here's the thing about hot dogs and baseball culture that I really didn't fully understand until watching Sebastian see the realization that we were about to get crab mac and cheese on a hot dog, and this was the most incredibly American food culture moment I had seen in quite a long time. Hot dogs and baseball have been together since the 1890s. There's a guy named Harry Stevens, who's not Harry Styles, who's largely credited with popularizing hot dogs at baseball games at the Polo Grounds in New York. He was a food vendor, and as we all do, we like to get creative. So he had sausages, he had bread rolls, and he said, "You got two hands and you need one to cheer." So what do? We put them together. And a lot more people would buy them if they could walk around with both of them together. A revolutionary concept at the time. Now here's what I love about this is that when this was happening, when Harry was popping off being an innovator, pretzels were already a part of the game. The ballpark snack situation has been a thing for over 100 years, and it wouldn't have stuck this long if it wasn't good. Now think about this. I take a German to a baseball game, and we don't think sausage, we don't think how he's looking at this hot dog and just processing, because in Germany the hot dog situation is different. They have serious sausage culture there, and it's also like basically the home of the pretzel. And here we are handing him a all beef hot dog with crab mac and cheese on it in a steamed bun, being like, this is our culture. And it is. It's so American. And honestly, we shouldn't be ashamed of it. But it did make me think we could be innovative again. Not because these hot dogs weren't already perfect on their own, because if we're accepting hot dogs and pretzels as quintessential baseball foods, I think it's time we put them together. And that's what we're doing today. We're doing pretzel bun, hot dog. The holy trinity of baseball would just be to add a beer to this. Which, if you've never put the dots together that this is so quintessentially German, I also did not do this until this moment. But that's what we're doing today. For everyone who wants it all and refuses to choose. So this is a Saturday baseball game in Washington, D.C. with basically perfect weather, and we showed up here on a mission to find a bunch of hot dogs in the stadium because we had heard there were a ton of specialty ones. They are locked behind the sit-down dining. But we also wanted to be realistic, so we secured 3 hot dogs for 3 people and then decided we would think later if we needed more food. This is a great baseball strategy. So we secured 2 crab mac and cheese hot dogs and a classic for Sebastian's comparison, of course. Now, this was neither his first baseball game nor his first hot dog, but this was his first shared combined experience, and I was happy to be the one to share this moment with him because he's just such a gem. A real shout out to him for always putting up with my shenanigans. Now you may be thinking, Clark, do you know anything about baseball? Maybe a little, but for how many Nationals games I go to in a year, this is what I come here for. The ambiance, the experience, hanging out with my friends and loved ones, and enjoying a good old hot dog and a good time with friends. Now all we gotta do is put the best parts of that together so we can enjoy it at home. So this is my personally developed soft pretzels recipe. I will also put this in a much more refined format on Substack for you all to actually use. This has always been sort of a work in progress, and I'm going to give you exact instructions on how to make these as hot dog buns. That recipe, I kind of use it for whatever, and I've kind of nailed it down for my pretzels to be chewy without a super hard crust on the outside, but you can get a super hard crust if you toast them. So it gives you a lot of flexibility, and that's what I really like about it. Pretzels are a yeasted bread, so before you start this, you are going to have to get your yeast active, and then we're going to go through a few different rises to get these nice and fluffy. Once the dough is mostly sticking together, we're breaking out the mixer. If you don't have a mixer, you can hand knead this, but I would not wish that upon anyone. So I recommend if you have a stand mixer, please use it. Put the dough hook on, and then we're kind of going to watch this go through some phases. You know, it's like the stages of grief. You watch this dough have multiple stages of life. You may get a situation where your dough creates this little like unidentical twin on the side here. I've done this before, and it kind of creates some problems when kneading the dough. So I always recommend kind of mushing it back together till it just mixes up to a whole cohesive ball, and then you can take it all off the hook now that it's nice and together. Now it's time for our first rise. So once the dough has this good stretchy texture, it's nice and smooth. You're looking for elasticity, but also smoothness like this. This is a really great spot to be in. Just oil the bowl so that way it doesn't stick as it proofs. And then I just covered mine with a damp, warm cloth, and that'll give it the perfect atmosphere to rise. After your first rise, it's time to shape. Now, normally I would lay these out on parchment paper. I was out of them, so I just greased my cookie sheet, and then I actually deflated this a little bit. It about doubled in size, probably a little bit more, and I wasn't sure exactly what size I was going for, so I kind of experimented with the shaping. Inevitably, it worked out to kind of roll it into a ball first that might be a little bit elongated, and then roll it out by pushing in the center outwards. Now remember, these are going to puff up again, so keeping them a little bit skinny is going to help us on the latter half of the second rise here. Okay, this part is super important. This is the step that's going to take this dough from being like a really dense dinner roll and actually turn it into a pretzel. I'm dropping my buns into a little baking soda honey bath before they go into the oven. What that does is makes the outside of the dough alkaline. Stick with me, we're going chemistry for a moment. The alkaline environment allows what's called the Maillard reaction to happen faster. It's the thing that makes almost every food delicious. It's basically what makes food brown and crispy. It's my favorite chemical reaction in the world. Now, real traditional pretzels will use lye to do this, which lye is also what they use in TV shows to decompose dead bodies. I digress. It's like food grade lye, not drain cleaner lye. But baking soda will do the job, and these are American pretzels, and this is what we have in the pantry. So this is the move. Don't skip this step. If you skip this step, you will have bread. And we are not here for bread, we are here for pretzel. You can let me know in the comments if pretzel is a bread. That's on you. Now for normal pretzels, you won't need this. I'm using my bread score, which has this curved razor on it. I normally use it for sourdough, but I'm actually going to create a seam on these. That way it'll be easier to slice and these will lay nicer. This is one of my biggest pet peeve with hot dog rolls. So since I can create these, I can do what I please. And just like that, we've created the most golden, beautiful, maybe a little not smooth, but you don't have to make a comment about that, buns that are perfect for our pretzel dogs. Now all we need is some nice, crisped up hot dogs, and we are good to go. The Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, aka my 3 favorite condiments for a hot dog. Now, are these necessary? No. But are these exactly what you see at a baseball game as well? Yes. So, of course, we're going to use all 3 today. Now you think you're showing up here just for this perfect deliciousness, but you also have this monstrosity that Aaron made. So one of the hot dog buns was like 3 times the size of the other ones, and this also it has like a pretzelcy. Like there are 2 hot dogs inside of. Aaron just wanted to show you all that there is proof that there are actual hot dogs in this thing. This, and he hollowed it out, and this thing, I don't even think you can understand the scale. It's like twice the size of mine, but I hope you enjoy that. Cheers. Do I have mustard on my face?
No.
I love the texture of the bun because I honestly think it's a bit more substantial to like hold up to all the condiments and stuff that you put on the hot dog, but you don't lose the hot dog. And then you get a little extra yumminess in it with the nice pretzel flavor. It's delicious. Any thoughts?
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Changing baseball for the better.
Put it in Nationals Park.
Yeah. Call me. Whoever runs the stadium, give me a call, a DM, a comment, whatever you're feeling. I'm available. If you want to see more cooking adventures or keep learning lots of fun food things, make sure to like this video and subscribe. And thank you as always for joining me here at the table again this week. We will see you at the table again soon. Bye!